Find out who you are. Find out who you are. What is going on, everybody? It's your man, Chris Desir, aka C100, back with another video today. And today I'm going to tell you how to find out who you are. And not to say that you don't already know who you are, but I'm here to tell you, you can find out exactly why the way you are, why you face the problems that you do in your life, and what you need to do to solve them. And not only that, what path in life you're supposed to be taking. Yes, there's a science to this. You can actually figure this out. It's reality. All right. Now, before I break this down, I have to explain something, right? Right. Your resume, right? All of your certificates, your PhDs, your bachelor degrees, all of these things are things that you acquired in life. These are not things that define who you are. These are things that you made a choice, a conscious choice to go out of your way to pursue to become whoever that you are today, professionally, career-wise, whatever skill or whether you have a degree or not, whatever skill or passion that you have made for yourself, that is not necessarily who you are. Some people just so happen to find the right skill and passion that they were meant for. Other people are working at a place doing a thing right now that they don't really love or care about, but they're doing it anyways because somebody else told them to, or it's making them a decent living or pretty good living at that, right? Guess what? There's an actual scientific way to find out who you actually are, as in your personality, the characteristics that you carry, the traits you have as a person, all of those things. Why you run into the problems that you do recurring or new. And not only that, how to deal with them and the acts you need to commit to get a positive and better experience out of life overall and to actually get what you want. Now let's go into it. Let me share my screen real quick so y'all can get into this. Boom. Right? Y'all can see my screen right now. We're gonna not start off with the human design. We're gonna start off with your natal chart. Now, before you find out what your natal chart is, you gotta know what a horoscope is. A horoscope is an astrological chart or diagram representing the positions of the sun, moon, planets, astrological aspects, and sensitive angles at the time of an event, such as the moment of a person's birth. The word horoscope is derived from Greek words ora, skoro, meaning time, and observer, right? It actually came out before the Greeks. It was ancient African cultures that were actually using astrology. They were the first astrologers. Let's just make that clear. But look, boom. I'm gonna just show you a picture real quick. You know what the zodiac signs are? Let me move my picture so y'all can see this. You know what the zodiac signs are? Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces, Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius. Most people probably know their zodiac sign and they only know this. This that you see, the sign that defines who you are on your birthday or the month that you were born, that is just one sign. That is just one sign. In reality, most people have something that look like this. Let's see if I can blow up the picture. Let's see. Boom. You don't need to see? Boom. This is really how it is. Look at this. This right here, this little dot, that's the sun. So for this person was born in the time of Taurus. Taurus is Taurus is late April to the early half of May. So this person would probably say, "Oh, I'm a Taurus, but guess what? You have a moon, and your moon is in a different sign. Your what is this? This one is Venus. Your Venus is in a different sign. Your Mars is in a different sign. Your Mercury is in a different sign. This person actually has a pretty cool placement. I ain't even gonna lie. I just found this just now. This person has really cool vision. This is a very, very balanced person, like they just said. But let's get back from this. Cool. It's super cool when you find out all these things. And all of these different things that you see, this website that they're specifically using is called astro.com. I'm probably going to show you how to use this, but you don't even necessarily need to use this one. Right. Boom. I'm about to show you something. How do you actually find it out? Find out who you are. Let's go to this chart right here. And you could use anyone. Just go on Google and search a natal chart. There's astro.com, astro charts, any of these, but you're basically going to find one that you can see the wheel, and I'll tell you why the wheel is important. All right, now let's make up a person. Let's just, because I want to show you guys how to do it. Chris Bob was born in Maine, whatever. Let's see this random part of Maine, and let's say he was born on the 7th, the 15th of 1998. He was born at 2:30 p.m. And you see, let's see what we get. Boom. Whoa, I did this one on accident. This person is very, very, if this person does exist, I don't think their name is Chris Bob, but this is most definitely a person who was born on July 15, 1998 at 2:30 p.m. That might be you. This might be you. Your name might not be Chris Bob. This person might be you, right? And look, their sun, and even tells you, look, you can see the wheel, and you see all these crazy colors and things like that. These are how your chart connects to one another. And it even tells you your sun sign is in Cancer, your moon is in Aries, your Mercury is in Leo, your Venus is in Gemini. Listen, all right, let me break this down for you. Everybody knows what the sun, the moon, Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, these are planets. This is the sun, and this is the moon that Earth has. This is Earth's moon. Easy, right? Easy, easy. But to make it simpler, the sun represents your soul. The moon represents your emotion. Mercury represents your intelligence. Venus basically represents the way you love. Mars represents the way you love your sex. Jupiter, off the top of my head, I think it represents luck and fortune. And you just go down the list. Now, the most important things you should know, because everybody knows their sun sign. Everybody basically knows their sun sign, but the sun is just your soul. That is your soul. That is the core of who you are. But if you read something about a sun in Cancer and it tells you something about it, you may be like, oh, that's not necessarily who I am. And I'll tell you why. So let's do some research. All right, because this website doesn't necessarily tell you what a sun in Cancer is. It just shows you that you're a sun in Cancer. Okay, let's do it. Let me show you this right now. Boom. Oh, I closed that out. Didn't mean to do that. Boom. Let's just search it up. Sun in Cancer. See? Sun in Cancer, meaning of your sun star sign. Again, this is any random website. There's so many different websites you can use to find this stuff. The sun in astrology symbolizes the core essence of who you are, your soul, your individuality, and your sense of self. Your sun sign is a major important. The sun in Cancer describe what is likely to motivate you and why. Exploring in the house, which is your sun, is fun, will even give you greater detail. If you do not feel much like your sun sign, then consider giving yourself permission to be who you truly need to be. Cancer is a water sign. The ruler of Cancer is the moon. Emotionally active. A person who has in Cancer is a person who's emotionally active, as in you are really in tune with your emotions. This does not mean you're a crybaby. This does not mean that what does it not mean? It does not mean you're a crybaby. It does not mean that you get angry easily. It does not mean that you're always going to cry in terms of relationships. That is not what it means. That means you are sensitive, you are hyper aware of people's emotional states, including your own. Cancer is a water sign and so concerned with emotions, intuition, imagination in the psyche. People with energy in Cancer, whether it is your sun sign, your north node, my north node is in Cancer, your south, your Chiron, Jupiter, anything in Cancer. Cancer deals with emotions, how you emotionally connect with people. And a big thing about Cancer is home and family life. You are very, very big. You have strong connections and you feel personally responsible for the well-being of others. Cancer is a naturally caring person who can sense and feel the emotions of others more readily available than others. There's a reason why somebody is more sensitive than somebody else. There's a reason why some people are more stone cold and hard than somebody else. It depends on where their placement is in the sun, their moon, their Jupiter, because it defines who you are. It defines who you are. And if you didn't know, I won't actually go into that. That's not the point of this video. I'll do that in another video, what I was about to tell you. But here, instead of just, you know, individually searching up what each and every different sign means, right? Instead of just doing that, what you can do, right? I'm gonna tell you what you can do. What you can do is do what I like to do is this. I like to look at where each of my planet, if you have more than one planet, or I mean, if you have more than one placement within a zodiac sign, I just like to write a little list. I make a list. All right, I have I have two things in Cancer, I have one thing in Gemini, I have one thing in Virgo, I have one thing in Leo, one thing in Scorpio. Well, this imaginary person I made up, they have things all over the place. Me personally, I have 6 different placements in one particular house, within one particular house, but within 2 zodiac signs that are right next to each other. So I'm like a specialized canon. But it's like this. Here's a cool thing you can do. Sun in Cancer, Moon in Aries. Ooh, that's actually a nice combo. Sun in Cancer. Those born with a sun in Cancer and moon in Aries benefit from very strong emotions, Cancer, and a fierce determination, Aries. They tend to take things personally and to get upset for nothing. And while they confront anyone, they won't see behind their own subjectivity. Their courage shows their feelings shows their courage to show their feelings is famous though. This is a great website you can use, thehoroscope.co. Because what you could do is this, right? You might end up searching up specifically sun in Cancer, and you could read through the list. And you're going to read through that list, and you're going to be like, that's not me. Or I show some of these traits, but I don't really show all of them. So this thing is wrong. No, it's not that it's wrong. The reason why you are not 100% what that sign is for one, like I just proved to you, like I just showed you, you have placements everywhere. You're not just your sun sign, which is when everybody asks you, what's your sign? They're just asking about where your sun placement is. You have a placement for every planet in this solar system, and you have placements for asteroids and comets. Yeah, it gets deep. It gets real, real deep. But besides that, that's why if you read just a quick article on something, you're not going to find it being 100% you, because your energy is being affected by other placements depending on where they are. So because on this website, I really like this website, the horoscope.co. It will tell you, it can give you a detailed explanation of what kind of person you are just based on your sun and your moon sign alone. And look what it tells you. It doesn't just tell you all the good positive things, and it also tells you what negative things that you may do currently or have done in the past, and why you acted that certain way if you don't already still currently act the way that you do. This thing breaks down everything, bro. There's a science to all of this. The certain energies that you have, the certain things that you do, certain way that you talk, even the certain ways that you think. You got your energy from the universe, your soul, your inner being, your spirituality. If you don't believe it exists, it's scientific. It exists. And if you do believe in a soul, this is what your soul is. This is where your soul comes from. Your soul gets different energy from the universe. It gets different energy from the solar system. It gets different energy from your natal chart, from your sign. And when you come into this world with birth, you're carrying all these different energies inside you, and all of these energies together make up who you are as a person. It is important that you learn these things. So I encourage you to go through when you have time, find out the answers, not find out the answers, find out what each of these things mean according to you. The biggest ones, but the biggest and most important ones, I'm gonna tell you right now. The biggest and most important ones is 1, your sun sign, 2, your moon sign. That'll give you a general overview of who you are and how you act with your emotions. But besides that, know your sun, know your moon, know your north node. Your north node is basically your destiny, what you were destined here to do. Like I told you, my north node is in Cancer. And as we just searched up, a Cancer is someone that has to do with emotions, and Cancer is someone that has to do with friends and family. With my north node in Cancer, I am put here specifically to do, because who you are as a person is your soul, but that is not what you specifically came here to do. That is not your soul's mission. I came here to balance between my personal life, because I have a son in Gemini. I like my freedom. I'm here to come here to balance between my personal life and balance between my friends and family. Anytime I go too far in one direction or too far in the other direction, things don't work out for me. I've come to realize, even before I realized what astrology is, before I even came to realize what astrology is, I personally came to my own conclusions that the more and more that I try to go in one direction over the other, it doesn't work. The more I try to balance the things, the more positively things go in my favor. So when I found out what astrology is, and I saw that it only reconfirmed what I already figured out to be is true, I'm like, oh, what else could this tell me about myself, what I need to do? And the other thing you need to know is your Chiron. Your Chiron is your life problem. Your Chiron is the thing in life that you feel damaged about, the thing in life that you need to heal. This is your life problem. This is the biggest problem you have in life that affects you on an everyday basis. A Chiron in Scorpio. Chiron, as I know about Scorpio, it has something to do with intensity of emotions. So if your Chiron is in Scorpio, we can search it up real quick. Again, I'm doing this all off of Google, which means you can do it all off of Google too. Chiron and Scorpio. The Chiron and Scorpio wound, again, this is your life problem. This is the thing that you need to heal. This is the part of you that feels incomplete that you must get over and accomplish and get the hurdle over, basically. Wound creates a control problem that blocks you from developing natural trust and love in relationships. So if you're a person with Chiron and Scorpio, you have control problems. You have control issues. When your friends were telling you you have control issues, and when other people are telling you having control issues, they weren't lying to you. This is why probably your relationships are not working out, because you feel like you need to be in control of everything. Because Chiron and Scorpio wound, you can only trust control instead of trusting positive intentions or authentic love. So somebody could be genuinely loving you. You may have a person or people in your life who genuinely loved or care for you, whether it be a mother or father, a relationship with a person. But since you were so hung up on control, that's why they left you. And two, you can't understand a world where people don't control each other. Until you can let go of that need for control, you won't be able to move on. You won't be able to get the benefits that you're trying to reap out of life. That's something you got to work on. And once you figure out how to do that for yourself, you can now go and help other people with who also have a control problem, aka they may have their Chiron in Scorpio. Okay. But you could use this website right here, Astro Charts. It's a very easy one. You can use I'm gonna show you another one real quick. We're not gonna go into it, but you can use this one, astro.com. You're gonna need to create an account first. Once you create an account first, you're going to go to free horse. Hold up. I'm about to show you this. I'm about to get you through this right now. Give me a second. Okay, you're gonna go to Astro, select on extended chart selection. Where is that? Astro, daily horoscope. This one, you're gonna go down here to drawings and calculation. You're gonna go extended chart selection. You're gonna put in all your information. You're gonna put in all your information here. Your name, you're gonna put in your name, chart type. Let me see. You can keep it. Put in your info, and then you're also gonna see, and then you're gonna go to round. Gonna go to round, special, ephemeris, and pull in astrology. If you select pull in astrology, right? Scroll down the list and click simple chart. Where is it? This one, simple chart delineation by Walter Pullen. You're gonna pick this one after you fill out all your information. It'll give written word descriptions as well. And then you're gonna keep, pretty much you're gonna keep these the same. You're gonna keep this Placidus. You're not gonna change this. You're gonna leave this one the same. And you're gonna add Chiron. You're gonna hit control, hold the control button. You're gonna hit Chiron. And then you're gonna hit Lilith. You can add Lilith too, but you want Chiron. And you're gonna want true node on. You don't necessarily need this one. Let's see. I'm trying to make sure I have this exactly the way I had it before. This one is kind of complicated, and I did it one time, but you can go through this. Worst case scenario, you leave it web style default, natal chart wheel. There was something else I think you needed to do. But worst case scenario, leave all of this basic, put in all your information. Here, change this one to Placidus. Keep it tropical, keep it geocentric, add your Chiron, add your true node. I'm gonna add this one again, just to make sure it don't go crazy. Click here to show the chart, and boom, it's gonna give you, oh, that's mine. Oh, that's mine. Okay, well, that's fine. I think this is for today, but this is my chart for y'all who wanted to see. This is my chart. Let's go back. Let's go back. That's the first thing. That's the first thing. Boom. Next thing you want to know, numerology. Numerology is the belief in the divine or mystical relationship between a number and one or more coinciding events. It is also the study of the numerical value of the letters in words, names, and ideas. It is often associated with the paranormal, along astrology and similar to divinatory arts. All right, now to make this easy, boom. Let's just look at a picture right now. Numbers, basically, numbers are everywhere. You see numbers every day, you use numbers every day. You use time, which has numbers. You have a calendar that you use every day that has numbers. Your universe is made out of numbers. You use math every day, whether you want it or not. There's only one of you. You can buy multiple of things, and everything is math. Math is the language of the universe. Everybody, there are people who speak Spanish, people who speak English, people who speak Dutch, Haitian Creole, Patois, whatever the case may be. The language of the universe is math, mathematics. 1 plus 1 will always equal 2, no matter where you go throughout the universe. I don't care if you go somewhere else and the word for 1 is ba and the word for 2 is ka. Ba plus ba will always equal ka. I don't care where you go. Math is the language of the universe. Now, if you look at this, right? Each number of the base 9, of the first 9 digits, has a meaning correlated to them. If you're 1, you're independent, driven, ambitious, a leader, a visionary. If you're number 1, he's number 1. You listen to the number 1 person. The person who's number 1 is usually the person in control. Number 2, you're intuitive, diplomatic, sensitive, supportive, a peacemaker. Who's your number 2? Who's your right-hand man? Who's the person who always has your back? The person who's always there for you. These sayings have meaning. 3, creative. 4, dependable. 5, dynamic. 6, responsible. 7, perfectionist. 8, authoritative. 9, idealistic. Right. Numerology. Boom. Actually, I don't like this website. I have a special website for you guys. Boom. I'm about to show you guys right now. Nope. Wrong one. It's called TSE. TSEMRINOPCHE.com. I'll put the specific link to this in the chat so you can find out exactly where I found this one. I found this one out a while ago because some of these websites you need to pay for. I've paid for some and they gave me a lot of reports. But here, you can read this right here. You can read through the list and you can find out and put in all your information. It's easy, it's free, and it's real simple. Each number, you can click on it, like your life path number. What is your life path number? You know, the life path number is the sum of the number from the day you were born. So example, who did we use before? Somebody June 25th. I don't remember the exact thing we used for that person. But let's just make it up. How do you calculate your life path number? You add the month plus the day plus the year, which is this. So it's June, right? Today is June 16, 2021. So June equals 6. So you do 6 plus 16. But before you do that, you do 1 plus 6. It's 7. So you would actually do 6 plus 7 plus 2021. That's 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 1, which is 5. So you would actually be doing 6 plus 7 plus 5. And what would you get? Life path number 9. Life path number 9. If you get a 2-digit number, here, let me show you, because this one shows you right now. You can get a 1, 2, 3, all the way up to number 9. But after number 9, you have number 11, number 22, and number 33. These are called master numbers. Master numbers. A number 11 is somebody who is highly intelligent and all of these three are highly intuitive beings, and they have high intelligence too. A number 11 is considered the ultimate teacher. A number 22 is considered the ultimate builder. And another number 33, just to be real quick, because I need the master nurturer. One of the rarest numbers, only a small percentage of people have a birthday that reduces down to the number 33. It is the most influential of all numbers, with the combined capability of 11 and 22, and the nurturing and responsibility of number 6. You have the capability to dive into new projects that are beyond practicality and yet emerge victorious. However, although the number 3 has huge possibilities and abilities, it also is the most challenging life fact that take many a lifetime to understand and use productively. So all of the numbers have a give and take. It is very hard. I have never run into number 33. I personally I'm a life path 11. I'm a life path 11. But let's go back to what we saw. So you're going to put in your numbers, right? You can do this by hand, but I'd rather you just use this website. Boom. Number 9, the philanthropist. Sorry, I can't speak today. You are a humanitarian with a high social consciousness who makes you deeply concerned about the state of the world. Same thing like this. The same way that your sun sign, right? Your sun sign is your soul. Your life path number is basically the same thing. Is basically your soul's calling, but in number form. And whatever that number is, it associates you with a certain list and group of things. Right. That's what I'm saying. You cannot just use astrology. You cannot just use this one, numerology. In this world, there are so many different aspects that will tell you something different about your life. That will tell you something different about your life. And the more and more you look into all of them, you're going to see how all of these different sciences, all of these different ways of thinking and ways of doing things, they all correlate to one another. They all complement one another. They're all basically telling you a different aspect or a different perspective of the same thing. Now, you have your life path number, you have your expression number. Your expression number is one of the most important numbers in your life. Based on your full name at birth, it reveals your talents, abilities, and shortcomings. Now, astrology is mainly your placements in the stars and how the sun and the universe revolves. Numerology bit works on numbers and everything that can be associated and used with numbers. Remember I said math is a language? Math is a language. And your name is very, very, very important. Your first name, your last name, your full name, including your middle name, is very, very important because the letters that you use in your name are correlated with certain numbers. And because I just told you, certain numbers carry certain messages, carry certain frequencies, carry certain energies around them. So if your name starts with A can correlate with 1. What did I tell you about number 1? 1 is a leader, somebody who's a leader. So you have multiple letters in your name, and those multiple letters all correlate to a number. And what happens is all of these different things that they tell you, just go down and read them, right? What they tell you it is, what they correlate, you put the things in and they'll tell you what that number is and what that number means. Your expression number is basically, it tells you about your talents and abilities. Your heart desire is what you're looking for. Your achievement number is based on your wealth and relationships and career and spiritual growth. Your birthday number is probably the easiest one of them all because it reveals the strengths and opportunities that you can harness and the weaknesses and challenges you must overcome throughout your life. And it's the easiest one because it's literally this number right here. The day within the month you were born. So this, I can tell you right off the bat, this is going to be 7. It's 16. Well, it's 16. They should have broken it down into 7. Oh no, never mind. It's literally just the day. It's just the day. Seriously, it's simple as that. That is your birthday number. And it will break it down. And you can go through, read what all of these things are and get all your numbers. Just put in your full name, put in your birthday, put in your full name, karmic debt. Now, the most important ones are going to be your life path number, your expression number, heart desire, personality, karmic debt. Karmic debt. This is, let me show you karmic. Let me see. Let's see. Birthday. Let's see. Bob Jones. Oh, and guess what? I put in Bob Jones. Still came out 16. Your karmic debt is important because basically your karmic debt is in your previous life. Yes, in your previous life. I know what I said. You were irresponsible towards your partners, which caused much hurt and suffering. You may find it difficult to maintain long relationships, and your outlook may cause others to find it hard to approach you. Things that happened, you know how you can never really wrong your past? You can only try to do things to make it better, whatever mistakes you had. You want to hope by the time you reach the end of your life, your good actions outweigh your bad actions. You cannot go back in time and stop yourself from doing the bad thing that you did. Whatever bad thing that you did, you're gonna have to live with it with the rest of the life. Even if you're somehow able to hide it and make sure nobody else knows or figure out what you did, you will forever know what you did. And whoever you did it to will forever know what you did. And even if you didn't do it to anyone, the universe remembers what you did. Let's be serious about that. So yeah, find out your numerology. It's honestly to a certain extent just as important as your natal chart. Now here's the last one. Your human design chart. In human design, the birthplace is only used to occurring the correct time zone. If your city does not appear in the database, please do your thing. Okay, now what is human design chart? Your human design chart is also called a body graph. It is calculating using your birth date, time, and place to reveal your genetic design, how you genetically are, how you work with your body. On the most practical level, human design shows you where and how to access the body's consciousness as a decision-making tool and ultimately how to live as your true self. The first one, natal chart, is how you are and the energies your soul got based on coming into this world from the stars around you. Your numerology is the language of the universe, basically, and how the language of the universe has basically written out to you, has written you out with certain numbers that define who you are. And it helps to shed a light on what you have done in past lives, how you should be expressing yourself, how you should how you should um how you should carry yourself, and what to do in situations where you feel lost. You can look for certain numbers and be like, okay, I know to do this now. The last one is how to interact with your body. And I just recently found out about this one, human design. All right, let's see. Let's just do Bob on the 3rd month, 7th year, 1968, right? Hour, 6 minute, 12, country. Yeah, let's do New York, whatever. City, ST. Let's do boom. This person is a generator. Strategy to respond, not self-themed frustration. Emotional solar plexus, profile 3-5, definition, split definition, right angle cross of detention. Now, if you look at this, right? If you look at this, I want to show you something. You know what this is? You've seen this before. I showed this to you at the beginning. I showed you this at the beginning. This is, wait for it. Boom. It is your sun sign. Look, you see? You see that little circle right there? Boom. Let me zoom in. Let me zoom in. Oh, I zoomed in too much. See that circle right there? That's your sun. What do you see here? What do you see here? Same thing. That's your sun sign. See that? That's your moon. What do you see? What do you see? Moon. Look at this thing right here. All right, if this is right here, boom. What is this? This little U-shaped thing, upside down U, that's your north node. What do you see here? Boom, north node. All of these different sciences are connected. They're based off each other because this thing is true. These things are real. And what are they using? Different numbers. You use numbers in everything that you do. Even here, you have degrees, the number placements, the charts. All of these things that I'm telling you are connected and tell you different things about your experience. Do not just stick to one thing. Even if you pick one of these three things that you want, if you want to do numbers, if you're more of a number person, if you want to learn about the stars and you're an astrology person, or if you want to learn something about your own body and how you function, this is how you do it. Now, what do all of these things mean? Boom. Get your design. Hold up. Wait a minute. Now, you can download this. I think you have to log in or something to get the full design book that tells you what all of these things mean. But basically, here's what you can do. Here's a way you can cheat the system, right? Just search up this profile 3.5, right? Just copy it. Go into Google, boom, profile 3.5. And just so when someone with the profile 3.5 doesn't follow their natural genetic strategy and authority in life, they end up in a bottomless pit full of brings you in, right? Let's go. Profile 3.5. Now we get to the 3.5 profile. As the profile contains an enormous projecting field of 5, I recommend you read the first part of the 2.5 profile and go to the 3.5. When someone with the 3.5 profile doesn't know their natural strategy, like they end up a bottomless field full of pessimism, victimhood, destroyed reputation, and paranoia. From what? From everything and everyone. Someone with a 3.5 profile has a genetic imperative to discover in their life all things that do not work. At first, this sounds like negative to our mind, but they have an essential function contained within that, as each profile has its differentiated purpose. The 3.5 is here to sort everything out through the process of trial and error, which practically doesn't work, thus doesn't serve life. And you can go down and keep reading here. People with the 3-type profile have to learn based upon their strategy and authority early in life to discern what's correct for them and what isn't, so that they don't end up in pessimism. Listen, read these things, put in your birth information, right? And find out who you are and see if all of these things line up. The reason why I give you so many different things is you may be the skeptical person, right? But if you see it on one thing, it doesn't make sense to you. If you see it on two different types of things, now it should start making sense. But if you go to 3 different websites, right, that I've given you, and you go across those 3 different websites, and you can see the same information popping up across all of these different sciences and all of these different things, these things are to confirm to you that what they're telling you is true. This is why you feel the way that you are. This is why you're running into the problems that you do. Once you can understand why you run into the problems that you do, you can now read their explanations on how to fix those problems, how to go along and get better at becoming the person you want to be. Let's do another one real quick before I end this off, right? Hold up. Close this out. Boom. Because I actually want to know what this one means. I want to know what this one is. Incarnation cross, right angle of tension. What does this mean? This one is actually interesting to me. Right angle cross and tension. Boom. And then you look, it gives you a whole list of every single incarnation cross. If you know, if not a person who doesn't like reading, I can give you a tip. Boom, Control F. Just hit Control F. And start looking up incarnation. Or here, let me do this. Control V. Boom. And look, it shows you where those numbers are. 39, 38, right angle cross. What did it say yours was? Right angle cross of tension. You see, I'm giving y'all tips. You don't necessarily need to read through all this. You just need to know how to use a computer. Again, hit Control F, right? Copy and paste the entire thing, and then start taking out some words. Start taking out some words. Try to specifically get it down to the specific numbers. Try to get it down to the specific word, things like that. And then you could just find on your computer where it's taking you, jump straight to that, and boom, you were born with the gift to push people's buttons. While this can create some negative reaction, the goal of the provocation is to find the right spirit in the reaction. Those who you provoked are given a gift, as they have an opportunity to work on whatever you have provoked within them. They may not always see it as that though. So be forewarned, your purpose is to create tension, which causes a reaction typically in the form of a triad or emotional expression. From that comes the seeds of information that through analysis can lead to the other finding an emotional path to a spirit. Now, what does this mean? How do you correlate it? Basically, what it's saying is this: you're a person who likes to pry at people's lives. You're a person that likes to call people out on their bullshit. Already, you can tell what this means. You're a person who likes to instigate. You're an instigator. You're a person who likes to call people out, push them, find out what people are afraid of, and you're not afraid to call them out on them or put them into a scenario where they have to face that fear. You have to be careful with this, because depending on who you do it to, and if they're not in the right mind, they're not in the right frame, in the right spirit, who knows what they might do to you. You might make them feel worse off than they actually are, or you might actually make them even want to attack you. But a person like this, again, you gotta see, where are they in their natal chart? Are they a Scorpio? Are they who else would do this? I don't know if an Aries would do this. Okay, you need to find out who that person is, right? If this is you, you need to find out what your sign is, why your energies might be this way. What are your numbers? What are your numerology numbers? Are you a person who's more creative? Are you more of a leader? What kind of person, what type of person, what kind of energy would that person who would do this have? And then once you start finding out what everything is, you're going to see how everything correlates. Because again, there's a pattern to this. There's a pattern. When you have a certain energy, you're going to have certain placements in the stars. When you have certain numbers in your numerology, you're going to have certain human design paths. You're going to have different right angle crosses, left angle crosses, whatever it is. And if you have different things in your human design, is going to affect your natal chart, your natal cross. This is how it is. This is how you find out who you are. This will tell you how you are, why you act the way you are, and again, how to solve the problems, get better at it. Your degree, your placement, even if you had a degree in something, right, and you worked hard to get it, because you didn't understand who you were as a person, you didn't understand what you came here to do and why you have the problems that you have, you may have gotten a degree in something that you completely have no passion in doing, and now you hate your job. The reason why you're in the situation you are today is because you went against the path you were supposed to follow. You went against the teachings that you were supposed to do. You went against the emotions that you were supposed to express. You went against the opportunities that presented yourself because you were scared out of fear of rejection, fear of accomplishment, whatever it may be. Do not use this to just confirm who you are. Use this to learn what you need to work on and how to better yourself as a person. And you can go on YouTube, search up people who do numerology, search up people who do astrology, search up people who do human design. You're not gonna find too many people who do human design, but you most definitely will find people who do astrology, and you'll most definitely find people who do numerology. But this is what I use. This is what I say. If you want to know about me real quick, just to make it quick, I'm a Gemini sun, Capricorn moon. I have a lot of Gemini energy. I have a lot of Taurus energy. I have placements in Aquarius, and my Chiron is in Sagittarius. My North Node, as I told you, is in Cancer. I am a master number 11. My expression number, my personality number, and my soul urge. They're all 9. They're all 9. And my human design chart, I am right angle cross of the sleeping phoenix. I am a 2-4. I am a manifesting generator, if you want to know about me. Now, what does that actually mean for who I am? I'm a person who likes helping people. I am a person who loves to teach people. I am a person who is humble, grounded. I am a person that people rely on, and I am a person that people admire and respect. But I cannot let people push me around. I cannot just go out of my way and be generous to every single person around me, because there are snakes in this world. There are people who will use you and take advantage of you. I have to draw a line and boundary, and I have to focus on spending and doing things for myself, and I have to also focus on spending time on my family and my relationships. That is just me. That is the things I've come to figure out over the past month and a half, 2 months of actively going into this. And I'm better off for it, because it's giving me a bigger and greater understanding of not only myself, but the universe around me. And as you can see, if you're trying to find a partner in life, you probably want to know their numbers. You can find out, oh, I'm a Gemini sun, Aries moon, compatibility. Oh, I'm a master number 11. How am I compatible with a person who has the number 7? You can go on that website that I showed you, the Sang Sun website, whatever it was. And you can find that out too. There are other websites on Google you can go to and find all of this stuff out. Come on, come on, come on. Find out who you are. Stop playing around. This is Chris, 01 Agency. Catch y'all next time.